first on this. This, and I don't even want to call it a test, but what your positive contribution would be to the United States is nothing new.
Right.
In fact, say, if you served as a soldier or served during wartime, they would speed up your citizenship application. So this is kind of part of the fabric of where we are.
I actually love this, and ironically, I got to experience this firsthand because I have properties, right? And one of the most difficult things is finding somebody reliable to actually help you renovate properties, especially in Florida. And I've had this gentleman who's here, he's been here for years legally, right? He has asylum, and he actually reached out to me and said, would you be so kind? He's never asked me for a single thing, and he's one of the most reliable, hardworking people I know. And he said, I hate to ask, but would you write me a letter? Because I have to submit this now for the immigration process about my work ethic and my experience with you. And I get chills because I'm like, absolutely. You know, I will absolutely do this for you. And he was so humble about it. But those are the type of people that you want coming to the United States. So, I mean, he's better than, ironically, any citizen that's helped me renovate a property. And so it's because they understand hard work, right? And so I'm all for this. I think it's really important, and I'm a huge supporter of it.
And I love telling the story when my mom came here, because she would tell us this story growing up about what the requirements were when you were coming legally. Her family had to post bond to make sure that when she came here, she wasn't a drain on the system and that she would contribute. She had to show proof that she would be going to school. They had to do rigorous health examinations because they didn't want people bringing disease to this country. When you go for your immigration exam, they still do this. They want to make sure that you can speak a certain amount of English, that you've assimilated to the culture, that you've adopted the culture and those ideals, and that you won't be sort of a hindrance while you're here. America was built on the foundation that you can come here, work hard, and achieve that American dream. That is open to people around the globe if they follow the process. But you've got to love America and give back when you come here. And that's what's missing in this whole migrant fiasco. The people coming here are coming here to drain the system. We've seen people come here to commit heinous crimes. We've seen people come here to, prop up terrorism and anti-Semitism, not embracing those ideals that the country was founded on. And so I think we have to, sometimes when they say, if something's not working, you go back to basics. Let's go back to the basics. And let's talk about what you are going to contribute and how you're going to help build the foundation and sort of make America, make America a better place. That's what you come here to do, not to take it down.
Yeah, so maybe this is new, maybe it's not. I don't know exactly what's new, but I like the change in emphasis because now it's not just about absence of wrongdoing, okay? It's more about what can you add to the equation. And they're looking at my understanding is, they're looking at social media. And they're saying, do you spend your time as you want to get into America bashing the American system? Are you anti-American as you say you want to be an American? And if the answer is yes, if all of the indicators of your life are that you do not love America and you do not believe in the founding principles upon which America is built, then don't come here. And instead of waiting to find out, we're just not going to let you in. And that, to me, sounds like the most common sense approach people coming here that I have ever heard of.
Brian, does it put the government, however, in a little bit of the position of being a thought police? I mean, can you imagine a different administration, for example, who might ask an immigrant, well, do you believe in environmentalism? If you don't, you're out of here. Or a very right-wing administration saying, do you believe in God? If not, you're out of here. I mean, disagreeing with the United States is part of being American. I like what you mentioned in terms of having a job. To me, that's how you show you're productive. You can say, look, I've got a job, I've got a sponsor, I'm going to work, I'm not going to be a drain on the system. Immigrants are a benefit to this country.
Can I modify something, though? It's not, you don't come here to disagree with America. You can come here and disagree with other people, and you can disagree with people's views on matters. But if you come here with actually a basic animosity toward American values, toward constitutional American values, then I would say that's not thought police. That's called filtering out people who don't want to live in a free society. I'm with you. I could see an environment, I could see another administration doing like, do you want to fight climate change? If so, come here. But I think that's an easier call than you're making it out to be on this one.
But it's open for abuse. If you read this and you take out Trump administration and you insert Biden administration plans to scrutinize social media for anti-American ideologies, what would the Biden administration deem anti-America?
I wish Biden would have done that. I wish the Biden administration would have had that policy. They didn't have
No,
that
except
policy.
that they would say that if you did not believe in DEI, then you were anti-American.
Yeah.
That's where Jonathan's going with this. I think I'm putting
subject
words
to interpretation.
right.
Exactly.
But
Gotta make
one
interpretations in life.
Again, one thing, say, even in current immigration law, to get an EB-1 visa, an employment-based visa, you have to, that people are favored who have extraordinary abilities. So there has always been qualifications in favoritism. My mother started a program in my county, in my area, to teach English as a second language, to help people gain their U.S. citizenship. She worked tirelessly. Her favorite time of the year was the naturalization ceremony. I went to one at Red Hill, Patrick Henry's last home and burial place. And by the way, we would not have a Bill of Rights if not for Patrick Henry. And that makes us unique among any nation in the world, where we have guaranteed individual rights. And the Attorney General of Virginia, Jason Miyares, his mother was from Cuba and immigrated through, as a youngster, through Spain. And when she went to get her to become a citizen, Jason is the one who taught her the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag, to the United States of America, in their kitchen. And so that's the fabric of this.
And now just consider that half of CEOs of the Fortune 500 are immigrants to this country. So, I mean, I just don't see them as a population that's coming here to drain the system. They can be a benefit, but they have to come in the right way.
Immigrant entrepreneur has now put his name in the race for mayor. And
Jackie's new favorite right there.
after Labor Day, we're going to start looking at this race a little bit more seriously, but I think it's wonderful.
I agree.